Hey, what's up? This is my lifelong learners PowerPoint by Chase Twilliger. First, I'll start off some background information about me. My name is Chase Edgar Twilliger. That is my full name. I lost my father at a young age, so it kind of influenced my learning differently as a child. I definitely could say growing up from a female aspect as just having babysitters just raising me was definitely different without a father figure. I definitely noticed that within my seeing my friends grow up and just within sports, and I was always like being taken care of, but it was a big learning curve for me, something I had to overcome, and definitely a mentality I had to bring upon myself. Some other things about me, I have seven siblings, so I have a big family, so there is a lot of us. It was definitely interesting growing up. I learned how to share quickly, how to look after my siblings, definitely how to trust someone, and just some personal like learning things came about that. Also, athletics was a huge part in my life growing up, and just my learning. I learned a lot through athletics itself. It taught me a lot of charactership and shaped the way I learned in school. I acted around people, how I presented myself in front of other people. And also, athletics was an escape from the undermining like the thing of school. Like it was an escape for some freedom and some high school achievements. I mean, through high school, I learned a lot, and it's definitely from prior coming to U of A, it definitely prepared me way more than I thought it was. Um, the the teachers and the community from my high school, it was something that like you couldn't ask for like anywhere else. Like they brought us all up. They really like prepared us with the material and like criteria of everything, and just to be able to be comfortable in college my first semester, I really think that from high school, like all the classes I took and all the extracurriculars and clubs I made us like um join, like really helped me like push forward in college and open myself up to new things. And it's really has opened a lot of doors for me and like some of my friends at school as well. So let's get started. So where am I from? I am from Illinois. There's a little flag to represent. I'm actually lived in a small town outside the city called Geneva. Growing up there, you're really like inside of a bubble. So growing up, you don't hear much of what's happening outside the town. It's all local, and you don't really experience much until you get older and you start to branch out on your own. You start to network, and it's definitely has shaped me differently from other people who've grown up in maybe a little more wilder freedom or chaotic environment than I have. And where am I from? Part two. Most impactful learning part of yoga has been from my coaches from athletics and some teachers throughout high school that have been like extra help teachers inside the classroom. They really stuck out, and we've really just bonded over the years. They've helped me just grow within academics, studying, being comfortable in uncomfortable situations, being able to grow and help others out when they're in need. My coaches and definitely my TAs have definitely made the most like impactful to my learning prior to U of A, especially. They've helped me grow like in school, and I've just been able to show that throughout my progression and success throughout the years. And I'll carry this knowledge on by like helping others, continuing to do what they have taught me and practicing the moral, like not the morals, but practicing the steps and the other information that I need to be successful and need to get to that end goal. And where I am now, where I am now has definitely been a journey. Definitely, it's been a big chapter of my life. If you can see, I am right there to the right. This is one of the pictures from our TC. Instagram pages. It's after one of the mornings for PT. I was actually had to lead that morning. It was a tough morning for me, but I overcame the challenge. But before coming to U of A, I was prior enlisted into the Navy. I wasn't supposed to go to college at all until a tragedy happened, and I was given some medical leave, some time to myself when my mom helped me or talked me into going to school and helped me go to the University of Arizona and got me to the program. How I decided U of A was mainly for the ROTC program. I wouldn't be at U of A without the ROTC program or my mom. My major really doesn't have to do anything with what I want to do in the military. It's pretty interesting. I kind of just picked my major for a backup plan for after the military. My major is computer science, and I have a minor in maritime and military maritime, and that is for the my military background. I need it to go and commission off after I graduate. I'm also taking a minor in a language as well, and this is just like help me out to be able to communicate with others other like Spanish people within the Navy or other countries that I may visit. It may help me out locally if I ever do end up in a situation like that. Some clubs I am interested in or want to join a club. ROTC is considered a club, and I did join Greek life later in the year, which was tough to balance Greek life, ROTC, and academics at the same time. But I got over it, and it was the time management mentality you have to have to be able to get over something like that. And it was tough, but I was able to go through the semester. I made it. I am happy with all of my decisions and where I've came. It's just been so huge for me personally. And clubs I'm interested in the future. I want to join the lacrosse team. I miss athletics in my life, and I feel like it's something that I could use to just take a little step and have a little break from everything, and it'll just be a little freedom. And what do I like most about U of A? I love the community most about U of A. The everyone is so welcoming there. Everyone is always just always with a smile, trying to do something. Everyone's hard at work and is really trying to just have everyone else improve. And if I'm eating, I want my boys eating. We all eat together, and that's how it is. Let's go on to the next slide. So where I am now, continuing on. So I am here at U of A now, as we all know. I'm in the ROTC, I'm in a fraternity. Here are my boys right here. Spent entire semester with them, same with my ROTC. Like one big family here. Like I was saying, the community is awesome. And what I've learned here is go out, meet people, network. And I know it's not from the learning aspect because I learned a lot from my professors this semester specifically. But it's just being able to rely on someone and someone to help me out when I need to study or need to be able to like just go out, take a walk, like catch a breath, or to be able to bounce ideas off of. It was like huge and just made every day interesting. And this semester flew by just because of how much fun I was having and didn't even realize the time as as I was managing my time like pretty well. I didn't even realize the time that has gone by. Some life-changing moments, definitely meeting the two groups of people, the ROTC and my fraternity, just astronomically has changed my life at U of A and my professors as well. Like I made some connections, some I made with TAs and others I lacked to make connections with. And I really felt the teachers I lacked to make a connection with. I think I did like more poorly in their class. I don't know if that's just because they had a larger scale of kids and it was harder to connect on those bases. But those teachers I did connect with, I felt like I learned more in the class and I also did better in the class as well. So I feel like for next year, for anything, I would need to make those strong connections or those little like bonds or like something that like could get like just so we can see like eye to eye and like I understand what they're teaching and they understand what like I'm producing as a product of like their assignments. So that's a big thing for me. My history and its impact on my academic pursuit. So my history has been all a lot of up and downs. I've definitely struggled in school and wasn't supposed to go to college. And my academic pursuit now is driven by what I want to do. Like by my career now, it's like I want to like I'm in the summer I'm doing sales and for a company, and I'm in the future I'm going into the military, and after that I'm gonna have a computer science degree that I don't know what I'm gonna do with yet, but my academic pursuits and pushing in that way, and I know whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be successful with it. Some strength and weaknesses that may be upheld or that like I may be able to change, or like some strengths would be having the community, like I said, being able to time manage everything, having a calendar and a book to write your stuff down so you know when things are and you like plan it out. That's one of the key things. A weakness I had was going out with my friends. When I has maybe another hour of studying, I would be like, okay, I studied enough. It's time. I can go out. Or like if I had to wake up earlier in the morning and I wanted to go out or wanted to play video games just a little later, that next morning it would hurt me. So being able to say no and say yes and pick the right things, I think that would be my biggest weakness. Some the most disciplinary perspective, definitely ROTC, having them on my back, pushing me, making sure I'm staying on top of my stuff. It's the biggest disciplinary perspective, but it's what I'm most grateful for. If they weren't there, like I'm not saying I would be lost or be struggling, but definitely have pushed me to be better who I am, something more than what I am. And what can I enhance my major? What could enhance my major? Maybe like some more like internship, not more internship, but like an opportunity in the computer science like world, or maybe like a field trip or like something along those lines where like I can experience more outside the classroom other than just learning the lectures and hearing someone talk about it. I want to be able to see it and maybe like get like some like one-on-one lessons maybe, or that would be neat to like that would be something I would want personally to enhance. Like it would be something that would be able to enhance my major as well. And let's go right into the next slide. Where do I see myself going, or where do I see myself in like 5 years in the future? I hope to see myself flying one of these babies in the Navy. I want to be in aviation, so it's like my goal right now. Through our ROTC process, and if I don't get aviations, I would love submarines as much as I would flying. Wouldn't be as cool, but I would definitely learn more if I did submarines that I flew. But I would love to just like have the, I guess, experience and know how to fly. Like that would just be, that'd be a big flex and be awesome to be soaring through the sky. As a kid, like that's something I've always wanted to do. And if my little self saw my older me do that, like it would just be so stoked. And some milestones and goals for the next 5 years is definitely graduate with a with my computer science degree and having my minors as well. I'm have a major in the I have a BA in my bachelor's of arts, so that's why I'm taking a minor in the language. But yeah, so I hope I get those in the next 5 years. I hope in the next 5 years I'm flying one of these babies. I'm financially stable in the next 5 years, or at least have some idea of where I'm going with my money and some creative ideas. Yeah, like I said, the Navy, and after the Navy, so after 6 to 8 years of that, I hope that my computer science will be enough or to like land me a job at some tech company, maybe, but I don't know if I would want to do that. So maybe I'd go in the government and do some coding or security. But I would love to travel as well. Some big milestones is I want to travel, and maybe that's one of the big ideas why I'm joining the Navy is for traveling. And this career is going to hold a lot of opportunities for me. And what will this career hold and bring? The Navy, I think, will be upheld to the highest standards, and it's going to bring a lot to the table professionally. Not even professionally, it's going to just build me build me up for the most character. Like I'm gonna be able to lead, be able to know how to do stuff by hand, and the stuff that I will learn in my experiences the most. I feel like it's the experiences and what like it brings with on the experiences and what you'll learn from that. Like just be able to see and go through certain situations and to deal with certain stuff does build you up and does give you the extra knowledge on hand to be ready. And what would I like to learn? I would love to learn how to fly. I'd love to learn mechanical engineering. I'd love to learn science. I'm a big science geek. I just the universe fascinates me, and I always love like everything. I love to learn something new each day. So like one of my favorite things, like I learn something new each day. And with the Navy, I feel like each day is going to be something new that I learn. And some of my wonders that go along with this is, what do I wonder about? Like the Wonderosity project was probably a big impactful thing for me this semester because I really just stopped and like thought like, what like I just like really thought or was deeper thoughts on certain things, I guess, and it made me really think about this or that and like things I would like see or experience throughout my day. It just made me just like rethink it or like thinking in a new perspective and writing it down and looking at it is it's kind of weird. It's just some things I do think about or some things I do witness in the day. And it's just like, huh. Okay. It sure it was odd. But it was interesting as well at the same time being odd. And was there something from a journal I'd like to pursue? I don't think there was any specifically like from my journal that I would like to pursue. More of just like to like have like deeper thoughts on or deeper connections. Maybe like I like to extend on that like a thought I had or maybe learn more about it. And like I would like one of the things was about the I saw a shooting star one night and was just asking myself about that shooting star, and it just got deeper about like the universe and where that star came from and where I came from and how like we like to be in this to both like appear in front of another and like being from totally two opposite sides from the universe. It was just my mind was just keep asking these like questions now and wondering about it throughout the time process of the journal now when I was writing. And how was this influenced my semester? I'd say it was impactful, I guess. I would say like with just being able to like think more, not being able to think more, but it pushing me to think more, wonder more, question things more. So it was definitely interesting and definitely did positively influence my semester. Um, but that's is where we wrap up. Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Blake. Appreciate you and everything you did for the UNIV 101 in my class this semester. I enjoyed seeing you on Thursdays. It was a wonderful class, and thank you so much. I'll see you next year. We're excited. We out. Have a good semester.